Welcome everyone to another video of Vinyl Addict. This is Chili and I have a compilation vinyl for you guys, and it is Pearl Jam's Rearview Mirror collection from Target. These are colored vinyl. Now before I get into this, please don't forget to hit the like button, comment on this video, share this video, and if you still haven't, please subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you will receive updates on new videos. Okay, so with that out of the way, I'm not a big compilation person or greatest hits compilations. I pretty much get them for if there's an odd song that I don't have. And that was the reason for getting this, because at first all I wanted was this one because it had the track I Got It, which is my favorite song from Pearl Jam, which was on a Merkin Ball EP, and it's Pearl Jam with Neil Young, and it's an accompaniment CD that went with Neil Young's Mirror Ball project, which Pearl Jam was the band on that album. And I haven't seen it on vinyl, and it was on this compilation, so that is the reason why I got this. And so when I saw this, I also saw this one with it, and I said, well, you know what, I might as well get both of them and just see what's up, and not really realizing what was in here. I mean, yeah, there were some familiar songs that I've seen, of course, and you know, the main hits and whatnot, but right when I saw I Got It, I'm just like, I'm just gonna get it. And then because this was there as well, and well, I might as well just get both of them because it's part of a collection, right? And so let's go through this one first. So there's two. Okay, so this one is called the Upside. That's why it has the little arrow up there. And this collection here, this part is the Downside. So the Upside is pretty much all the faster songs, the heavier songs, all put together on 2 discs. And so let's go through this. So side A, you have, well, this is chronologizing from 2000. This is the 2004 up to 2004, which is the Riot Act album. So you're starting from 10 all the way from 1991 to 2004, I believe that album came out. And so everything, and there's some odds and ends in here, which I found out, which was really cool. So starting off with side A, you have stuff from the 10 album, Once, Alive, Even Flow, and Jeremy. Now these are 2004 mixes, I believe. Yes, they're from the Brendan O'Brien mix of the 10 Redo, which is the far more superior, I felt, versions of that album. And I just felt like the original one by Rick Perisher was just, it was horrible. I mean, everything that Brendan did, put the vocals up and everything and the guitars, it was very bright sounding. That the snare, the drum, everything sounded great. I could not go back and listen to the original 10 after that was one of the reasons why I kind of did not like the album at first, because it was just, the production was bad. However, when I heard the redo, it's awesome. And so they put those versions on here. They put the Even Flow from the B side, or the CD single version. So side B, you have State of Love and Trust, Animal, Go, and Dissident. So you're going into the verses material, and State of Love and Trust was from the single soundtrack. And so this is black. One color will be black, and then the other one will be, in this gatefold, will be a different color. I believe this one will be white. And there's some pictures though, so you have this original cover. Okay, and so side C. Rearview Mirror, Spin the Black Circle, which is about records, right? Corduroy, Not For You, so you're going into the Vitology material. I Got It, side D, that's the reason why I bought this album. Hail, Hail, Do the Evolution, Save You, so they got some songs here from No Code, Yield, and yes, this is White. So it's a really nice presentation here. And these inner sleeves, I didn't really go into depth on that, but here's a picture of Eddie singing. And here was the other one. Now this first gatefold with the upside material, it clocks in at like 30. It's not that long. It's like 60 minutes, or I believe. But it goes really fast. A lot of great tracks on here. But then again, like I said, this is not a typical greatest hits compilation. That's why I like it. Not because they throw in songs like State of Love and Trust. Like if you just wanted to get the Pearl Jam songs from singles, and then you just have to, listen to all this other stuff. But they have them on here. They have the other one, Breathe, from that soundtrack on the second one. So this is Rearview Mirror with the downside. And they're a little older here, so that's another thing. You can tell the white and the black. So, this gatefold here. So this one kicks off side A with Black, again from the Redo 2004 mix. Breath from the single soundtrack Daughter, Elderly Woman Behind the Counter in a Small Town. So there's some verses. Side B, Immortality, Better Man, Nothing Man, Who You Are. Great song from No Code. And a bunch of Vitology material. Starting with Black, it's really cool. And so now it really kind of sets the tone. Like, okay, you're just going to lounge around and listen to some mellow Pearl Jam, but there'll be a few kind of moderate, kind of upbeat, but not to the point where it's like crazy like the first collection of songs. And so here's some pictures. A lot of great pictures though of the band. And finally we have side C and D. So side C, Off He Goes. It's another No Code, Given to Fly from Yield. See, that's a little upbeat. Wish List from the same album, Last Kiss. Okay, so there is a, odds and end kind of song. It's a very popular song. It was on the radio a lot. I forgot what compilation it came in. However, they put it in here, which was cool. Nothing as it seems. Great song from Jeff Ament. That's the Binaural album, which he pretty much took control of because Eddie had the writer's block, period. And side D, you have Light Years, I Am Mine from Riot Act, Man of the Hour, that's from a soundtrack, The Big Fish. And it ends with Yellow Ledbetter, which is a B-side, of course, from Jeremy. They always kind of end the concerts with that as well. These pictures. All right. The 3-second rule. And this is gray, silver, however you want to call it. This is more gray. And then there's a red arrow. Now, which one is better? Depending on what your mood is. However, after listening to this, I did want to put this one on right after it, and it works. You know what I mean? Even though, because if you just got this album and just started it off and listened to Black, it's not really a kind of album that kind of, especially for starting off an album, it sort of seems kind of awkward. It just shows like, you know, but 4 songs into it, of course, you know what you're getting into, what kind of mood they're trying to set. But after listening to this, and because it goes by so fast, and then just throwing this on, it like makes total sense. It's just like this collection kind of works well. And at first I thought, well, that's gonna sound kind of weird, just a bunch of songs divided by slow material and fast material. But then when listening to these back to back, it's a great collection, because like I said, some of the songs on the downside, like Given to Fly, has somewhat still kind of an upbeat momentum to keep it not so slow, and Breath from the single soundtrack. So they got kind of 2 songs on there trying to keeping it even keel. And I got Id from the first compilation here, from the Upside compilation. That is kind of a mellow song too, and so it kind of evens it out. And that's why I'm glad that I just bought both of them. And because I also got these other songs, like from the Big Fish soundtrack. I wouldn't go buy the Big Fish just for a Pearl Jam song, but you know, they're including it on here. They included some great B-sides like Yellow Ledbetter, and it's those kinds of things. Last Kiss. So as a compilation, this is probably one of the best ones I've come across of a band. It's not a greatest hits compilation. They're not really pushing it as a greatest hits, more like an anthology, but however, it also has these nice odds and ends in there. If you just want to go collect all these songs, if you really got into Pearl Jam, this would be a great way to start, just to get those odds and ends. You know, one of the B-sides that didn't make it, which I wish that it was included on here, which is a great song that I feel is one of my favorites, is Footsteps. They put Yellow Ledbetter on there instead because they play that a lot more in concert, and I think people gravitate towards Yellow Ledbetter more than Footsteps. But however, Footsteps is a great song. They've had it on the Gorge box set. They do play it, but not as much as Yellow Ledbetter, but that would have been great if they included it on here. But however, everything else on here is really cool. What are your thoughts on Rearviewmirror, Pearl Jam, this compilation? I think it's a great compilation, and I'm just gonna go through other compilations, which I do have, and just really kind of just explain why I get certain compilations than to say the Eagles' greatest hits. I mean, that is like the highest selling compilation, but it's just like, I got all those songs on an album. However, those are kind of like starter up albums. I know that greatest hits compilations are pretty much someone starting off, getting into a band or something like that to get the greatest hits. I get it. For me, I do like studio catalogs. I like albums. However, if there's a compilation which I don't have a song that they want it included, like with the Nirvana one, I did a video on that one, how they included You Know You're Right. You know, however, the whole compilation on that is cool, but it starts off with that, you know, that song that you don't have. And I thought they took it to a different level with this Pearl Jam. So leave me a comment below, and with that, I'll shut up and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.